Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Former Jasper and IU basketball standout Michael Lewis just completed his first year as an assistant coach at UCLA. Lewis knows he is at a basketball school.
I think it's a great place to coach basketball. I think it is the marquee program here on the West Coast. It's one of the traditional blue bloods here in the country, and it can provide a lot of different things. We didn't get off to the best of starts. A brand new staff trying to create a culture and a way of doing things, and I think you got to give our players a lot of credit for how they adjusted, how they improved, and then obviously the run that they made during the Pac-12 season. And, we started the Pac-12 1-3, and we, like I said before, we finished a shot out of first place, the last second shot out of first place. So they really improved. I think, Mick was really good at not compromising any of his standards and how he goes about things throughout the year. Just refused to compromise, and whether it was, he wasn't going to give in to win a game here and there. He stuck to his guns and continued to hold guys accountable and demanded the way he wanted to play. And he wanted to set that foundation this season to win 20 in the future. We just didn't realize it was going to happen so quickly, and we were going to be in a position to win 20 games in year one and go to the NCAA tournament. So from that standpoint, it was a very, very good year for us. Recruiting has been going really well. Obviously, this place attracts some high-level players, and you got to figure out what fits your program the best and your needs the best. And we're happy with where we are right now. And but when you have a little bit of success, the expectations rise, and I don't know if they can ever really rise much here at UCLA, but our fans are excited about what we were able to do, and I think they're excited about the future just as we are.
Visiting with UCLA assistant basketball coach Michael Lewis, the former Jasper and IU star. Michael, you've lived in Lubbock, Charleston, Illinois, Indy, Lincoln, Nebraska, now out in the LA area. How's that adjustment been for you and the family?
This is very different than anywhere I've ever lived, and I think it's a pretty cool experience. And I've said many times before, like how fortunate I've been that basketball has provided me with a lot of different opportunities, and now they're here be at UCLA, and the girls have adjusted really well. I got Avery's in sixth grade, and in third. They adjusted to schools much easier than I know mom and dad have adjusted to the e-learning here the last
Join
month.
the club, man.
Yeah, that's a little different and trying, but no, they've done really good, and it's the weather out here is as advertised. I mean, it's great. Even on bad days, you wake up and the sun is shining. You're driving to work and looking at palm trees, and about once every 4 to 6 weeks, I take a different route to work. I get down. Drive down the canyon road out here, out outside of Calabasas into Malibu, and take the Pacific Coast Highway into work. And it adds about 5 to 10 minutes of my drive. But there's going to come a time that I'm not able to make that drive, and so you want to take advantage of the things that you have around you, and continue to immerse yourself in what's going on out here. And you see that every once in a while. It's pretty good, and it just kind of reminds you of where you're at, how lucky we are to be here, but everybody's adjusted pretty good, and so I'm really happy with how they've bought into the living out here, and they've all made a couple moves, so it's not something that's new to them, although they're getting a little bit older, and the friendships that they had developed in Nebraska with some of their classmates, is hard to leave behind. But with technology, I see my girls FaceTiming and texting with their friends, so they're able to keep in contact, and but been very open to new experiences. So I've been proud of them from that standpoint.
For the first time since 2005, the University of Evansville and Purdue will meet on the hardwood. The schools will face each other on November 10th of 2020 at Mackey Arena. It will mark the season opener for the 2020-21 campaign. For the Purple Aces, the start time and potential television coverage will be announced at a later date. This will mark the 15th meeting between the two programs. In the last game, Evansville earned a 75-69 win over the Boilermakers at Roberts Stadium. Back in 2005, over the last 9 matchups, the Aces have picked up 5 victories. Of the 14 previous meetings, 9 of them have been in Evansville, with 4 taking place in West Lafayette. The 2004 meeting was inside Conseco Fieldhouse, now Bankers Life. UE is 5-4 in 9 home meetings and 0-5 in the other contests. Kentucky center Nick Richards is taking his talents to the NBA after 3 years in Lexington. Richards announced this morning that he would be foregoing the remainder of his eligibility at Kentucky and entering the NBA draft. The Indianapolis Colts will take a new look with them into the 2020 season. Yesterday, the franchise unveiled a smattering of changes to their uniforms, highlighted by the inclusion of a new secondary logo to complement the classic horseshoe, as well as a new primary word mark in secondary color, Anvil Black. The new primary word mark is similar to the historic one in that the lettering will still be blue and the space between the letters remains tight. However, the new word mark isn't quite as stretched top to bottom as the historic one. The Colts bucking horse logo will be seen more often tied to historical or throwback campaigns. The Colts' new color palette adds Anvil Black to their existing colors of white, speed blue, and face mask gray. The black looks to have already been included as the color of the Nike swoosh logo on the upper arm of the Colts jersey. Stay tuned. We'll have more WJTS 18 news right after this.